it's a cane and a gun. You don't see that.
Do you know anything about the barrel or anything else?
Looks like it has a bit of age to the outside of it. It's been worn, so it could be from the 70s.
Right off the bat, a customer walks in with what looks like a cane, but surprise, it's also a gun. Rick's eyes light up instantly. It's been 20 years since he's seen one. The guy bought it from someone who needed money for teeth. Yeah, that's already a plot twist. Rick's geeking out over this James Bond meets Civil War piece.
What do we got here?
Well, I've got an antique cane gun.
Wow, really? Where did you get it?
Well, my wife and I bought it from a friend who needed money for new teeth.
Rick breaks down how these 1800s cane guns worked. Percussion cap, single shot, sketchy as hell. It was designed to fool the cops, as he puts it, and it definitely would. No maker's mark means value is a toss-up. Rick calls in an expert, but even he admits this thing might be worth thousands, or not.
It's just incredibly impractical to use. For self-defense, you want a pistol.
Yeah, but this would fool the cops.
There's been laws in the books about concealed weapons since the early 1800s.
Back to the cane gun. Rick's expert shows up and confirms it's legit from the 1830s. No maker's mark hurts the value, but he estimates it's worth $800 to $1,200. Rick opens with a $600 offer, and the seller pushes hard. After a little haggling, they agree on $700. That's what I lost at the tables last night, the guy says.
Earlier, a guy brought in a cane gun from the early 1800s. These guns tend to be highly collected, but I can't even figure out who made it. So I asked my buddy Sean to come down and enlighten me.
How's it going, guys? I own Tortuga Trading, and I specialize in antique arms and armor.
Rick and Chum head out to test the cane gun. Chumlee dresses up like a 19th century gentleman, attempts to save the posse from a stick-up, and totally misses his one shot. We're dead, Chum. Thanks a lot. The expert deadpans. This might be Chum's worst sharpshooter moment yet.
Earlier, I bought a cane gun from the 1800s, and my buddy Sean says it looks like it's safe to shoot. So we're headed out to go give it a try.
Chum, you're gonna do a reenactment using this cane gun.
Next up, Rick and Chum roll out to see a 1940 Indian motorcycle, and not just any Indian. This one allegedly belonged to the king of cool himself, Steve McQueen. Rick is immediately giddy. "I have a photo of Steve in my office," he blurts like a fanboy. The price tag? A chill $130,000.
Earlier, I got a call from a guy selling a 1940s vintage Indian motorcycle. Classic Indians can be really valuable. Me and Chum are on our way to go check it out.
Just when it sounds like a slam dunk, we learn McQueen's bike literally caught on fire. Yup, the seller's dad took it for a joyride and cooked it. Now it won't start and the wiring's toast. But Rick's still tempted because it's freaking Steve McQueen. Who knew a crispy motorcycle could still look so cool?
Oh man, this is sick. I absolutely love Steve McQueen. In my office, there's two pictures of people. One of them's Jimi Hendrix, one of them's Steve McQueen.
Oh.
The negotiation is brutal. The seller wants $130,000. Rick starts at $70,000. The guy won't budge from $120,000. Rick throws out his final offer, $85,000, calculating the cost of repairs and auction fees. But the seller walks. No deal. You can feel Rick's disappointment. "I am so bummed," he mutters.
All right, it was shining when you bought it, correct?
It's real shiny now. It's just got a couple little chips in it.
I noticed on the gas tank there's a little bit more than a chip.
Back at the shop, a guy strolls in with a book allegedly printed by Benjamin Franklin in 1745. That's older than the Declaration of Independence. But there's a problem. It's held together with antique tape and missing pages. Rick jokes, so is he, but that doesn't make him worth a lot. Shots fired.
Hey, what can I help you with, man?
This is a book that was printed by Benjamin Franklin.
Okay. Printed and sold by B. Franklin, 1945.
Despite the damage, Rick thinks it could still hold value because Franklin printed it himself. The seller's hoping for $1,500 minimum, but Rick's hesitant and calls in his buddy Dana to inspect the piece. The tension builds. Can history beat condition?
I was hoping to sell it, did a little research on it, and goes for auction like anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
$3,000 to $5,000 in what shape?
Older than the Declaration of Independence.
Dana inspects the Franklin book and drops a reality check. It's missing key pages and has been tape murdered. In perfect condition, it's a $6,000 item. But in this state, try $1,500 to $2,000 max. Rick offers $500. They counter at $1,200 and settle at $650.
The guy brought in a book published by Ben Franklin in 1745. but it's in horrible condition. So I invited my buddy Dana down to see what he could tell me.
Meanwhile, a customer rolls in with a bizarre 1800s medical device called Lemon's Vodka. No, it's not a cocktail. It's got spring-loaded needles used to intentionally infect people. Cures baldness? He jokes. Rick: nope, I've tried everything. Classic.
Hey, what can I help you with?
I have a late 1800 Lemon's Vodka. This is gonna cure all your ailments.
Rick is fascinated. It's weird, borderline torturous, and collectible in the world of 19th century medical quackery. They settle on $250. Not bad for something that looks like it escaped from a Victorian horror movie.
It's spring-loaded, put it on your body, snap it down, you get a nice wound there.
The thinking was that it would draw the poisons from any other infection or illness out of you.
A guy shows up with an old surveying instrument from 1900. He thinks it's worth $5,000. Corey, not buying it. He offers $200 and the guy storms off, calling them curb trash. Savage.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good.
What do you got there? A projector?
We got William Young & Sons survey instrument.
We kick things off with Dean Martin's actual golf putter. The seller claims she was married to Dean's son and has proof, including a photo of her on his show. Rick's impressed, but it's not signed, so value takes a hit. They haggle like it's a Rat Pack reunion and land at $550.
What do we have here?
Dean Martin's putter.
Dean Martin's putter.
Uh-huh.
The Dean Martin.
The Dean Martin, the singer.
Dean Martin, Dean Martin?
Yeah.
Rick.
Next up, the boys take a field trip to check out a 1941 Indian 741 military motorcycle, throttle on the left side, you know, so soldiers could ride and shoot at the same time. It's missing some parts, but still a beauty. Seller wants $12,000, but Rick brings in Danny the Bike Whisperer.
Hey guys, this is why I called you out here today. Look, my 741 Indian. It's a 1941 model.
These are really cool bikes.
Throttle on the left-hand side.
I mean, it's completely reversed. I'd probably kill myself.
Danny confirms it's a military model, and despite missing gauges and chain guard, he falls in love. After a roaring startup and some quick calculations, he estimates $4,000 to $5,000 in restoration, but a resale of $17,000 to $18,000. Rick strikes a deal for $9,500 after some back and forth.
Earlier, we checked on a 1941 Indian motorcycle. It looks amazing, but there could be tons of stuff wrong with these old bikes, so I asked my buddy Danny to come down and check it out.
What kind of toy we got today, man?
Then, in stomps a guy wearing a suit of armor. No, seriously, it's handmade from recycled car hoods. The dude used to joust and sword fight in it. Rick checks it out, dodges a test swing, and politely declines. Not historically accurate, too beat up, and way too niche.
Awesome.
So what do we have here?
My handmade suit armor.
Back at the shop, a woman brings in a tin mechanical Louis Armstrong toy from the 50s. It cranks up and plays trumpet, adorably. She wants $200. They settle at $125 after some charming banter. Even the old man softens up for this one.
What you got here, young lady?
I have a Louis Armstrong mechanical trumpet player from the 1950s.
Next, a customer walks in with a Bugs Bunny birthday poster signed by both Friz Freleng and Mel Blanc. Chum is confused about rabbit history. The seller paid $250 and wants more, but authentication is needed before the big bucks come out.
I admit I've got a soft spot for stuff like this, but I've also got a soft spot for money.
Drew, the signature expert, arrives, and after dissecting the loops and bass lines, he declares the signatures legit. Estimated retail, $500. Rick offers $250. The seller pushes for $300. They shake hands at $275. Bugs wins again.
Earlier, a guy brought in a poster of my favorite comedian, Bugs Bunny. It's signed by Mel Blanc and Friz Freleng, so I invited my buddy Drew down to come see if the signatures are legit.
Drew, what's going on, man?
Hey gentlemen, how are you?
Time for the big motorcycle reveal. Rick and crew head to Danny's shop, where the Indian bike now looks like it rolled straight out of World War II. Thompson holster, grenade holder, restored gauges, the works. Everyone's jaws drop.
For $9,500. My buddy Danny just called to let us know that he's done with the restoration, so we're on our way to go check it out.
Shannon, come on, brother, bring it in.
Rick braces for the cost. Restoration ran $14,000, bringing their total spend to $23,500. But Danny estimates it can now sell for $30,000 to $35,000. Rick pretends he's mad, but deep down, he's grinning ear to ear.
Full-on museum-quality restoration. I'm a little nervous as to how they're gonna react.
All right, that's all cool. Now, how much does this thing cost me to fix?
And just when you think Rick might hop on and ride it home, nope. Nope, he brought a trailer. No way is he messing up that museum-quality masterpiece. Can't say we blame him.
Would really appeal to a military collector or a guy who really likes Indian motorcycles would really fall in love with this bike. So, which one of you guys are going to ride this thing back to the shop?
Rick's pacing like a man with a secret. Why? He bought a 1957 Chevy as a surprise birthday gift for the old man, and it's still not finished. The pressure's on, and with the party just days away, Rick is sweating bullets, and that's before the next customer even walks in.
Yeah, like from the cartoon? From cartoons. We have Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, and on this. Hey, hey, hey!
Enter the pistol ring. Yep, a literal gun disguised as jewelry. The guy's asking $9,000 and Rick loses it. I've only ever seen these in books. This isn't a gimmick. It's a 6-shot, late 1800s, French-made imperial-protector.
Help you with. I'm here to sell my ring pistol today.
Ring pistol.
Yep.
Rick brings in his gun guy, Tony, who confirms it's real, rare, and dangerous, in a James Bond kind of way. But the price, oof, estimated value, $4,000 to $6,000. The seller holds firm at $8,500. Rick goes up to $7,000, but it's a no-go. The coolest gun Rick's ever seen walks right out the door.
Usually the guys will call me down here if they get something rare and obscure. I've been around guns my whole life, and I'll tell you, it's always great.
Next up, an older gentleman walks in with what looks like a Viking coffee urn. Plot twist, it's a ship's binnacle, aka a compass housing from the early 1900s. The seller says his son got it for $10 at a garage sale. Rick immediately perks up like a pirate sniffing gold.
Have an item here I'd like to sell? It's a binnacle. That's a fancy word for a compass that goes on a ship.
They haggle, hardcore. Seller starts at $500. Rick drops $300. They bounce back and forth like a paddle ball until they land at $425. Not bad for a $10 find. Someone's grandkid just scored an early college fund deposit.
How much did you want for it?
Well, I was thinking $5.
I'm thinking like $300.
Meanwhile, Rick's secretly scheming the old man's surprise party. But first, he ropes Corey and Chumley into planning it. Naturally, Chum suggests strippers. Rick shuts that down faster than a fake Rolex deal.
Earlier, I checked in with my buddies Rick, Dale, and Danny to see how my birthday present is coming along for the old man. He's turning 70.
Back to the pistol ring. Rick wants it so bad, he almost goes over budget. But with the seller locked at $8,500, Rick finally folds. It sucks, he mutters as it leaves. No bang for his buck, just regret.
As amazing as this thing is, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Then, a retired animator strolls in with a treasure trove of animation cells. Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, Fat Albert. Corey loses it like a Saturday morning cartoon fanatic. These aren't knockoffs. They've got original paint guides and untouched line art. Collector heaven.
I have some animation cells. I was thinking you might be able to tell me what they'd be worth.
The seller wants $5,000. Corey laughs, then counters with $1,500. The guy counters back, quoting blood, sweat, and tears. Corey doesn't blink. Still worth more than those, he says. Boom. Deal done at $1,500 for 50 cells. That's $30 a piece. Somebody's gonna flip that stash.
What are you trying to get for all of them?
I was thinking with this, with all of the paper models, about $5,000.
Then enters a man holding a Beatles ticket from the 1966 Shea Stadium show. Rick lights up until he sees the plaque. Turns out 2,400 of these were mass sold via shopping networks in the 80s, so not exactly rare. The guy deflates faster than a popped Sgt. Pepper balloon.
I have a unused Beatles ticket from Shea Stadium, 1966.
He's hoping for $700 to fund a Paris trip for his wife's birthday. Rick offers $175. The guy pleads. Rick's stone cold. They settle at $180. Rick, 1. Romance, 0.
People love the Beatles. You can sell this tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone loves the Beatles.
Finally, it's party time. Rick tricks the old man into visiting Danny's garage, where the surprise awaits. The 1957 Chevy is gleaming, immaculate, pure nostalgia on wheels. The old man nearly cries. It's the most beautiful thing I ever seen, he says.
So I called a couple of buddies who are great at picking stuff, but I might have gone a little bit overboard buying a 57 Chevy for my dad's 70th birthday.
Turns out the car was a rusted disaster when Rick bought it. Danny and the crew completely rebuilt it. New paint, new engine, full restoration. The old man's reaction? Priceless. He even says, "I don't like it, I love it." High praise from the king of grumps.
No idea what a challenge this thing was to make a car look like this.
Rick brought it over and
Rick beams as his dad finally approves. The car roars to life and Rick says what we're all thinking. I think I did it. I think he's happy. Honestly, this might be the most emotional episode ever.
I was here 3 days ago, and I can't believe that car is what it is right now. Danny and Rick Dale did a hell of a job.
First up, a guy waltzes in with a 1951 Excelsior Symphony Grand Diamond Point accordion. Try saying that 5 times fast. Rick is intrigued but cautious, while the old man is already suspicious. The customer wants between $2,000 and $2,500, but the accordion hasn't been serviced in a decade. Yikes. Grandpa makes it crystal clear. I'm 70 and I ain't what I used to be either. Drama overload.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What I have here is a vintage 1951 Excelsior Symphony Grand Diamond Point accordion.
Don't try and say that 5 times fast.
So naturally, Rick tries to play the thing. He gives it a go, and let's just say he won't be joining a polka band anytime soon. But it does work, which is a miracle considering its age. After some back and forth and a wisecrack from the old man, the seller accepts $2,100. Don't quit your day job. Grandpa mutters, savage.
Harmonica, oboe. It's like a portable organ.
Yes.
Accordions have been around since the early 1800s, and believe it or not, they've had an amazing impact on music around the world.
Next, we get a potential cinematic jackpot, a script from The Godfather, allegedly signed by Al Pacino. But the signature just says Al. That's it, just Al. Everyone's skeptical. Rick and Corey share that uh-oh look. The customer's confident, but Rick's already raising red flags. This isn't a studio-used script, he notes. The tension is thick.
I have a script of The Godfather.
Okay.
It came with a picture of The Godfather and an autograph inside, signed by Al.
Time to call in the document expert. He inspects the signature like it's the Zapruder film. It's got good flow, he says. The loop matches Al Pacino's known autograph patterns. Surprise twist. The signature is authentic. The customer lights up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. It's really Al Pacino's signature, he beams. Talk about a plot twist.
Earlier, a woman brought in a Godfather script signed by someone named Al. I'm crossing my fingers it's Al Pacino, so I invited my buddy down to help me figure it out.
Rick goes into full Don Corleone mode. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. The offer? $500. The customer's face drops faster than a bad poker hand. He wants at least $1,000. Rick stands firm. It's hard to display, he says. After a few seconds of awkward silence, the customer declines. Oof. Major disappointment.
Thank you. I'm really excited. All I'm thinking is dollar signs are going in my eyes right now. This is really Al Pacino's signature. It's pretty cool.
I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse.
Okay.
Back to that Godfather script. After all that drama, the customer walks. He's convinced he'll raise more at a charity auction. Rick shrugs it off, but you can tell he's low-key disappointed. That signature was real. The story? Even more real. And just like that, the deal dies. Fade to black.
Well, I'm a little disappointed with the $500 offer. I made the decision not to sell it. Now that we know it is Al Pacino's signature, a fundraiser would probably net more money than that.
Chum drops a bomb. He bought a 1950s Bally Western kiddie ride for $1,000. Rick and Corey are stunned. The old man thinks it sounds like a dying hog. Chum's hoping he made the deal of a lifetime. The ride does still work, kinda. If you like squeaks and rattles, that is. Cue the judgmental stares.
This is it.
Oh my God.
It's a Bailey's.
So what?
It's a Western Express.
Rick's buddy from Rick's Restorations rolls in and inspects the ride. He's impressed. It's vintage, rare, and totally charming. But here's the kicker. Restoring it would cost up to $7,000. Instead, he recommends selling it as is for around $3,500. Chum actually made a good deal. Everyone's stunned. Even Grandpa gives him a rare nod.
Earlier, Chum paid $1,000 for an old Western ride. On one hand, he might have actually made a good deal.
Chum cleans up the kiddie ride and gets ready to flip it. But he's got a side hustle idea brewing. That sparkle in his eye says it all. Chum's scheming, and we're all here for it. What's he got planned? Stay tuned. You know it's gonna be ridiculous.
He offered me high end at $30. I just said, that's just ridiculous. So it was easy for me to walk out of here and donate it to a museum.
The ride expert's verdict? Chumley nailed it. The ride might fetch $3,500 as is. No need to restore. Chum's grin is priceless, like a kid on Christmas morning. Even Rick's impressed, and that's saying something. Grandpa gives him cleanup duty, but hey, it's a win. Cue dramatic music.
Yeah, it works pretty good. Here, let me show you.
Oh, yeah.
A guy strolls in with Cartier bottle caps and a sterling silver opener. Cartier, people. Fancy schmancy. Rick's intrigued but cautious. It's luxury, yes, but niche AF. Seller wants $300. Rick laughs and offers $50. After a mild negotiation dance, they settle on $60. Not exactly champagne money, but not bad for forgotten junk.
So, where did you get these?
I got them from a storage room in the building I manage. Was fishing through it and found them.
In walks a guy holding what looks like a World War II celestial navigation trainer. But wait, are those pinup girls? Turns out, Ed Link designed this cheeky training tool to help bomber pilots navigate by starlight and stay motivated. Grandpa's take? If it works, do it. Classic. But Corey offers just $30. Seller walks out, dignity intact.
Oh, it's you again.
What do we got here?
I've got a very unique World War II collectible. It's a celestial navigation trainer.
A guy brings in a John Wesley Hardin business card. Yeah, the guy who reportedly killed 40-plus people and later became a lawyer. Talk about career changes. Rick and Corey are baffled by how clean the card is. I go to Kinko's and make this myself. Rick jokes. Suspicion is high. Rick decides to call in a history expert before even thinking price.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you guys doing? Here to sell my John Hardin business card. Killed over 40 people in the late 1800s. After he was released from prison, he became a lawyer.
Meanwhile, Rick gets his expert to assess the outlaw's card. But there's a problem. It's sealed in glass. To verify, they'll need to break it open. The tension is thick. Rick offers the seller $350 even if it gets damaged. High stakes for high history.
I brought in a business card from the infamous Old West outlaw, John Wesley Hardin. If it's real, I'm definitely interested.
Cut to Rick and the old man checking out a Shopsmith from the 1950s. A combo saw, drill, lathe, and sander. Grandpa's nostalgic and Rick thinks it's junk. Bearings are shot, it's massive, and looks like it's been dragged behind a tractor. Still, the seller wants it gone, and Grandpa offers $50 just to override Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. What we got is a Shopsmith, 5 machines in one.
Shopsmith came out in the late 40s.
Against Rick's judgment, the old man pulls the trigger on the $50 deal. Seller's thrilled to just get it out of his garage. Why'd you even bring me? Grandpa mocks. Rick's eye roll says it all. Classic father-son tension over glorified scrap metal.
Bearings are going out of it. This has seen its day.
It's old, Rick, but it's all cast metal. It's not the plastic they make them out of now.
A man walks in with a Gibson mandolin, hoping to flip it for a family trip to Ireland. Chumley is mesmerized. The build, the sticker, the sound. It all seems perfect. Chumley's ready to play buyer. The guy wants $3,000. Chum's sweating.
Good, how you doing today? I have a Gibson mandolin.
Mind if I play a couple tones?
Sure.
Chumley flexes his negotiation skills hard. He talks the seller down from $3,000 to $1,500, well over his spending limit. But he's beaming, thinking he scored big. He gloats, "Oh, buddy, just you wait."
It's in great condition.
You can see the craftsmanship on it is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the one thing about these Gibsons, you know? They only use the best parts.
Right.
I see the sticker in there. Tells me that this is authentic.
Great.
Maybe we can make a deal.
Chumley's nightmare comes true. The expert peels through the mandolin's details and just decimates it. Fake decal, wrong materials, plastic finish, worthless pickguard. Final verdict, fake as hell. Value, about $100. Chum looks like he just watched his dreams burn in a dumpster.
Hey, check out what I brought down today.
A mandolin, huh?
I thought I'd get it all checked out by you.
Gibsons are one of the premier builders of any kind of stringed instrument. The vintage ones are some of the most high-priced.
Rick finally learns about Chumley's mandolin mistake. "You paid $1,500 for this?" he says in disbelief. The room goes silent. Rick doesn't scream, but his calm disappointment is way worse. "You're gonna pay me back." One way or another, Chum's face, pure defeat.
How'd it go, Chumley?
Oh, not so good.
What's not so good?
I bought a Gibson mandolin, but it turned out not to be real.
How much did you pay for it?
$1,500.
What does Chumley do after losing $1,400 on a fake mandolin? He grabs a mic and sings the blues outside the pawn shop. "Please give me some money," he wails to random passersby. Honestly, it's tragic, hilarious, and weirdly catchy. "Keep playing the blues, Chumley. You're not going anywhere until I get that $1,500.
I need some money now. Please, Joe, give me some money.
Back Back in the shop, Corey carefully cracks open the frame holding the Hardin card. Miraculously, no damage. The expert gives it an 80% chance of authenticity. That's enough for Rick, who seals the deal for $350. The customer's thrilled, and Rick's gambling instincts pay off this time.
Earlier, a guy brought in a John Hardin business card in a sealed glass frame. We need to get it out of the frame to authenticate it, so my dad made a deal.
Up next, a customer brings in Clint Walker's jacket from Send Me No Flowers, complete with signed photos and a letter of authenticity. Rick's impressed but not blown away. The guy wants $1,800. Rick counters with a solid nope.
Hey, it's you again. What do you got here?
Clint Walker's jacket that he wore in a movie, Send Me No Flowers, with Dorsey and Rock Hudson.
After some smooth negotiating, Rick bumps up to $750. The seller grumbles. It's ridiculous, he says, but takes the cash anyway. Memorabilia can be a tough sell, even when it's cowboy-sized.
Today was a bit different. That being said, he did play a big tough guy in the movie. It's in relatively good shape.
And also, here's a letter from him stating where he wore it.